Welcome to Fasman Jones 5-minute reviews. Lux. Lux was one of my top 2 highest ranked episodes of Series 2 pre-series, and this one did not disappoint. This was Russell Davis' best historical ever, so it's a huge win for him, especially with me and my criticism. Talking about Powerhouse Duos, which I enjoy and I've seen quite a bit thanks to Star Wars World, you have the Jins, Ahsoka and Sabine. Both teams will be back next year or in 2027. I don't know when Ahsoka's going to be, but stay tuned for content on them. Rob and Fennec, who deserve to come back and deserve better. Toph and Clara, who are still iconic status. Love them, miss them. I'm now adding Shu Gatwa and Ryder Sefo to the list as 15. And Belinda. They have this chemistry and it seemed throughout the episode, and I love them. Similar to all of the other duos in the current era, I enjoy them together, and in this episode, they both give each other hope, which I think is so good. There was a touching scene at the end, and that admiration from Belinda is so beautiful. The story is about a cartoon called Mr. Ring-a-Ding, who comes to life and takes 15 cinema goers and keeps a lonely man, Reginald Pye, who works at the cinema company, and brings his lost wife back. Mr. Ring-a-Ding has a catchy tune as well as voiced by Alan Cummins, who I enjoyed more here than I did in The Witch Hunters, and he is not the only actor who had a comeback here. He reveals himself to be a member of the Pantheon later on, and is determined to use the Doctor as he is Lux, the godlike, to become real. It reminds me of one of my personal favourite Mandalorian stories, Guns for Hire, where Din Djarin and Bo-Katan Kryze are recruited to investigate the droid malfunctions on Planet 15. Instead, the Doctor is intrigued by the mystery of the cinema and tries to get Belinda hyped up to investigate what happened to the 15 missing people. The Doctor is able to convince the mother of Tommy Lee that he will try and help find him. I absolutely love the Scooby-Doo references as it's funny and relevant. The duo's experience racism firsthand, and it's the first time a team have both had to deal with the hostility together. Ryan Sinclair and Yasmin Khan did, but they had help from 13 and Graham O'Brien, but the duo were together, so no one else to back them up this time, and it's important to see them face it on screen. I like that the Doctor addresses it to his companion, and he takes the negativity in his own way so he can help save the missing people. I also love the fact that the duo are trapped in a cartoon and have to bring depth to become real people, which I loved as it shows vulnerability between the two, and with the sad cartoon music that transforms into a cartoony version of 15 Stream. I like the fact that the show is going to take risks, and this is one of those risks that are going to stay in my head forever because I just love it. From fun down screen and thinking they're free, I like that they're not out of the woods and have to deal with racism, which ends up being false, and then they end up still in the film. They break and burn the film when they finally escape, with help from some great fans, which I'm about to explain in a mo. It is a dramatic scene, but it's so good, and finally they're free! There is a scene where the Doctor and Belinda meet a group of fans who all represent something which is beautiful. There's a theme of representation in the series, so it's a step in the right direction. I love the dig at Stephen Moffat. I love Blink, but Heaven Sent, Joy to World, and plenty more episodes are better than Blink. I like that the fans help out Joe on how to stop Lux. The Doctor is touched. Very pleased. The guy is in tears, and rightfully so. Let him have a moment that is necessary like this. Lux attempts to use the Doctor to get himself 3D'd in our world, but luckily Belinda and Rachel save him time in a dramatic moment. Lux attempts to use the Doctor to get himself 2D'd in our world. Luckily Belinda and Reginald save him in time. Lux was close to being very real, and he is very scary and realistic when he transforms. But after the explosion, he ends up being back in his cartoon form, full of light, feeling real, flying through space before disappearing out of sight. That quote at the end is so sad. I do feel sad for him, even though he made 15 people disappear and nearly defeated the Doctor. The 15 people are freed and return home after the defeat of Lux, and it's great moments in the episode when the woman from the diner gets her son Tommy Lee back, and it's lovely. I love Logan Cheever, played by Lewis Corney, as I enjoy his character. I like he was a farmer officer. Love the dig at Doctors from Belinda when she discovers the Doctor's mind injury when they have successfully freed themselves. Before the Doctor heals himself with regeneration energy, as it's cool. I want to know what the deal is with Mrs. Flood. The date, May 24th, is obviously a biggie. She's attempting to promote Doctor Who, like a show which is funny in my honest opinion. The fans being real at the end? Yes, love their reactions. The best circle in the show, inventive, cartoons, not your usual generic stuff. It's a winning formula for a show in my eyes. That's it for this 5-minute review. Please like this review and subscribe to the podcast channel to keep up to date with all the latest content. Thank you for listening to Phasma Jams, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Phasma Jams and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!